All right, y'all. Good morning, afternoon, or evening, whenever you're tuning in. I'm grateful to have you here. And we got my man, Big 45, Donald Trump, back in the building. And I need some laughs today. So hopefully this compilation is a doozy. Stay till the end if you want to hear my input and perspective. Let's get it popping.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am officially running for President of the United States. And we are going to make our country great again. When Mexico sends its people, they're not sending their best. They're not sending you. They're not sending you. They're sending people that have lots of problems, and they're bringing those problems with us. They're bringing drugs. They're bringing crime. They're rapists.
Who's number one with Hispanics? Trump.
Yes, you told us
Trump.
that earlier.
I love the Mexican people and their spirit, but the country of Mexico is killing us. I want to build a wall. I'm going to build a wall. I want to build the wall. We need the wall.
And Mexico will pay for the wall.
But we have some bad hombres here, and we're going to get them out.
And it's really weak to call John McCain a loser because he was a...
I never called him. No, I don't call
That
him
is
a-
outrageous. He's an American hero.
I don't like losers. But Frank, let me get to it. He hit me. He's not a war hero. He's a war hero. He's a war hero.
5.5 years.
He's a war hero because he was captured. I like people that weren't captured, okay? I hate to tell you. And then I watched this idiot Lindsey Graham on television today, and he calls me a jackass. He's a jackass. The man of the toupee. This is on the front page of the New York Times. I don't wear a toupee. I'll prove.
Look at that hairpiece.
I'll prove once and for all that it's mine, okay? Come. Is it mine? Look.
It is.
It is. Say it, please.
Yes, I believe it is.
Thank you. I have such respect for women. I cherish women.
You've called women you don't like fat pigs, dogs, slobs, and disgusting animals. Your Twitter account...
Only Rosie
several...
O'Donnell.
I love the women that faint when I speak. Those are the ones that love me.
No, go ahead, Donald.
No, I'm a gentleman, Hillary. Go ahead. What I say is what I say. And honestly, Megan, if you don't like it, I'm sorry. I've been very nice to you, although I could probably maybe not be based on the way you have treated me, but I wouldn't do that.
You brag that you have sexually assaulted women. Do you understand that?
No, I didn't say that at all. I don't think you understood what was said. This was locker room talk. Every woman lied when they came forward to hurt my campaign. Believe me, she would not be my first choice, that I can tell you. You take a look at her words. You tell me what you think. I don't think so. All of these liars will be sued after the election is over. I'm going to take such good care of women's health care issues, you won't even believe it.
Do you believe in punishment for abortion? Yes or no, as a principle?
The answer is that there has to be some form of punishment.
For the woman?
Yeah, there has to be some form. Such a
Security
nasty woman.
Trust Fund.
I have tremendous respect for women.
Have you ever
and
done those
women
things?
have respect for me. But I'm surging with women. I think Hillary would be a terrible president. Well, I think the only card she has is the woman's card. She's got nothing else going. And frankly, if Hillary Clinton were a man, I don't think she'd get 5% of the vote. She's a world-class liar. Just look at her pathetic email server statements. She's crooked Hillary. Don't you understand that? This is one of the most crooked politicians in history. This is the legacy of Hillary Clinton. Death, destruction, terrorism, and weakness. She's the devil. Hillary Clinton is a bigot. I was going to say something extremely rough.
I agree.
To Hillary, to her family, and I said to myself, I can't do it. I just can't do it. If you look at Bill Clinton, far worse, minor words, and his was action. His was what he's done to women. There's never been anybody in the history of politics in this nation that's been so abusive to women.
It's just awfully good that someone with the temperament of Donald Trump is not in charge of the law in our country.
Because you'd be in jail.
Secretary Clinton.
She has tremendous hate in her heart.
Wouldn't that be embarrassing to lose to crooked Hillary Clinton? That would be terrible.
Is there anybody you'd like to apologize to right now yourself?
No.
No?
I think I would probably get along very well with Putin. Russia, if you're listening, I hope you're able to find the 30,000 emails that are missing. Hillary likes to play tough with Russia. Putin looks at her and he laughs, okay? He laughs.
He'd rather have a puppet as president of
No
the United
puppet,
States.
no puppet.
And it's pretty clear.
You're the puppet. I know nothing about Russia. Talking about Gitmo, right? Guantanamo Bay, which by the way, we are keeping open. And we're going to load it up with some bad dudes, believe me. We're going to load it up. Would I approve
Some
waterboarding?
beasts.
You bet your ass I'd approve it. You bet your ass. In a heartbeat. And I'd bring back a hell of a lot worse than waterboarding. I want surveillance of certain mosques, okay? If that's okay.
We're about halfway through, and the thing about these political compilations for Biden, Trump, anybody, you have to have full context. You have to have the entire data behind it of when they said this, in what realm they were saying this, because without the full context, you really don't know what the intentions were and what the sentiment is behind it. And often if you listen to only like 30 seconds before and after the quote and the question, it often takes an entirely different meaning. So this right here, this is especially true for Trump, because the media, they love to twist the narrative and put on these false headlines. They just love to do that with them. The Russia collusion, all the nonsense that has went on. And the thing that I respect about Trump is he doesn't tiptoe around issues. He simply, he just says it how it is. He gives it to you straight. You may not like it. It may not be right, or it's never going to be politically correct. And that's why he got into office, is because he didn't do what all these career politicians and liars have done. Is he perfect? Absolutely not. Are you, or am I? No, 100% not. But you have to focus on the actions that he actually did and established, and compare it to the contrary. At this point, I would absolutely go Big Orange 2024, or Ron DeSantis would be my first vote, but Trump right there with it.
They are recruiting by the thousands. They're leaving our country. And then when they come back, we take them back. Oh, come on back. Where were you? I was fighting for ISIS. Oh, come on back. Go home. Enjoy yourself. I will absolutely take database on the people coming in from Syria if we can't stop it, but we're going to. I've made it known, if I win, they're going back. ISIS is honoring President Obama. He is the founder of ISIS. He's the founder of ISIS, okay? He's the founder. He founded ISIS. And I would say the co-founder would be crooked Hillary Clinton. If you're on a sports team, most valuable player, MVP, you get the MVP award. ISIS will hand her the most valuable player award. I thought I heard a little voice.
It's messed up.
Get him out. Take him out. Get him out of here.
You're
Throw
fired.
him the hell out of here. Am I allowed to rip that whistle out of the mouth? I'd rip that. Go home to mommy. I love the old days. You know what they used to do to guys like that when they were in a place like this? They'd be carried out on a stretcher, folks. I don't throw babies out, believe me. I love babies. Actually, I was only kidding. You can get the baby out of here. They say, I have the most loyal people. Did you ever see that? Where I could stand in the middle of Fifth Avenue and shoot somebody and I wouldn't lose any voters, okay? It's like incredible. I always wanted to get the Purple Heart. This was much easier. If I become president, we're all going to be saying Merry Christmas again. That I can tell you. If you look at North Korea.
Not happy holiday, not none of this nonsense. Not killing babies, not okay. If you commit abortion, you're committing murder. You're choosing to murder. You know what I'm saying? That's never okay. So I'm all for that.
This guy, he's like a maniac, okay? And you got to give him credit.
That's a famous Mussolini quote. You retweeted it. You like the quote? Did you know it was Mussolini?
It's okay to know it's Mussolini. Look, Mussolini was Mussolini. It's okay to. It's a very good quote. It's a very interesting quote.
I mean, I'm just talking about David Duke and the Ku Klux Klan here, but.
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know David Duke. I don't believe I've ever met him. I'm pretty sure I didn't meet him, and I just don't know anything about him.
Do you plan to visit with the Pope when he comes into Philadelphia?
Well, the Pope believes in global warming. You do know that, right?
Shoots it to you
straight. In this room, it's so hot in here, maybe I'll start to believe it myself. This room is hot. written by a nice reporter. Now the poor guy, you got to see this guy. Oh, I don't know what I said. I don't remember. He's going like, I don't remember. Oh, maybe that's what I said. Whoever the hell brought this mic system, don't pay the son of a bitch to put it in, I'll tell you. No, this mic is terrible. Stupid mic keeps popping. Nevada. And you know what I said? You know what I said? I said when I came out here, I said, nobody says it the other way. It has to be Nevada. He said I had small hands. Actually, I'm 6'3", not 6'2", but he said I had small hands. They're not small, are they? I never heard that one before. Donald Trump has small hands. So I said, small hands. These guys know. I hit a ball 280 yards. Stand up, my club champion, stand up. Do I hit the ball good? Do I hit it long? Is Trump strong? Huh? He referred to my hands.
He said Tiger Woods who? He said, I hit it 280. Tiger's hitting farther than that in his prime, but he said Trump hit it long, hit it strong. Palming basketballs out here dunking on them. Okay. What other politician says that? He's not a politician. He was a businessman, billionaire, and handled business when he got in office. This is beautiful. I love to see it.
Hit the ball good? Do I hit it long? Is Trump strong? Huh? He referred to my hands. If they're small, something else must be small. I guarantee you there's no problem. I guarantee you. All right. Okay. I think we should take a drug test prior to the debate. My mic was defective.
What are you talking about, Biden? Sniffing hair? I know this is before that, but smell the roses.
Did that explain the sniffles then?
Did you see where Biden wants to take me to the back of the barn? Me. He wants it. I'd love that. I'd love that
problem.
Mr. Tough Guy.
So I spent a long time this morning on making
sleep.
my shoes so beautiful, so shiny. And then I walked through more dusty floors than I've ever seen in my life. Thank you, Anthony Weiner. It's a rigged system. The system is totally rigged and broken. This system is rigged. We're competing in a rigged election. This is a rigged election.
That you will absolutely accept the result of this election.
I will look at it at the time. I'm not looking at anything now. I'll look at it at the time.
Are you saying you're not prepared now to commit to that principle?
What I'm saying is that I will tell you at the time. I'll keep you in suspense. I'll totally accept the results of this great and historic presidential election if I win.
Hey, he was victorious that go round, but we know what happened 4 years later, and I can't talk about it too much because YouTube will quiet it down. They'll say that nothing of the sorts existed. I just miss this dude right here. He brought the public eye globally into politics. Whether you like him or not, you can't lie that he brought everybody's attention into politics, and they hopefully started to study and see what was actually going on. And he was as real as it gets. And I will always respect that about Donald Trump. They loved him before he got in office. And then once he got in office and he started dishing out what people needed to hear, what society needed to be shown, he put America first always. What else could you possibly want in a leader? The leader of the free world, the leader of America, putting America first. How is that evil? How is that wrong? But you see what's going on in today's climate. You see what's going on with inflation, all the nonsense that's being promoted, baby killing, people going with their own relative truth, whatever it is. Trump didn't allow that nonsense. And that's why we'll always respect and stand by what he stands for. And again, not perfect. None of us are. If you could look in the mirror and say you're perfect, then you're claiming that you're Jesus. And we already know that's false. That's fake news, as Trump would say. But I got to take it a different direction. Y'all know I got to do it if you've been part of my channel for a while. I got to take it to scripture and dish out some biblical soul food, because at the end of the day, leaning right or left is irrelevant, because the only important direction that your eyes should be on is up on the Lord. That's the only king on the throne, no matter who's in office. God allows those people to be put in power for whatever reason. We can't fathom it. We're just humans. Got to work it all together for the greater good, to serve his kingdom, to serve his purpose, to serve the people that look to him. So all this evil, people have their own free will. They'll do whatever they please. But at the end of the day, they'll have to face that judgment. I'll have to face it just like you. So I'm going to keep my eyes on the truth, the Lord, at the end of the day. So today's verse is from Jeremiah 17, verses 7 and 8. Blessed is the man who trusts in the Lord, whose trust is the Lord. He is like a tree planted by water that sends out its roots by the stream. moon, and does not fear when heat comes, for its leaves remain green, and it is not anxious in the year of drought, for it does not cease to bear fruit. So the person who trusts in the Lord is simply believing him in all things. That's God Almighty. That's the king. No matter if it's Trump, Biden, whoever is there, God controls everything that happens. Don't be shaken by what's going on worldly. Think godly. Keep your sight, your emotions, and feelings on the Lord, and then you'll be blessed. And the man that trusts in the Lord is favored and fortunate, and is the one whose hope is resting in the God of our salvation. So hopefully that verse and my breakdown of it helps someone out there watching today. And if y'all could just do one thing for me whenever you're seeing this, pray for my mom who was hospitalized, and we're going through a very tough time. She's went through a very intensive process. She basically had a severe ruptured brain aneurysm in the brainstem area, which is an extremely dangerous spot where your neck meets your head. And it's just, I've ranted on here lots, and I'm human just like y'all. So if y'all could just send a little love my way and keep my family in your prayers and thoughts, I'd just be forever grateful, whether you believe in God or not. It's a tough time, and I'm doing these videos because this is what I do, and I love to rant about this sort of stuff. But at the end of the day, if y'all could just send some love and thoughts my way, I would greatly appreciate it. Keep on pushing, keep on praying, keep on fighting. No matter what the situation is, God will get you through it. And I know, and I have complete confidence and trust in the Lord that will always be the case. So until next time, I love y'all. I'm praying for you. Godspeed. I'm gone.